Hi, babes. Welcome back to the Chase Life with Kelly show. I'm your host, Kelly Chase. Thank you for joining me, tuning in to yet another week. I hope that you feel inspired, motivated, empowered, and sometimes, just really have the catalyst or, use this podcast to be the catalyst to taking action in areas of your life where you feel like maybe you're playing small or that, yeah, you're playing small. I feel like, I actually started this podcast in 2021 and I sat with this podcast, the idea of it, and a microphone that was collecting dust on a shelf for 2 years. I think I got it in 2019 or end of 2018, even. So, just saying, it happens. We're all guilty of it at times. And yeah, so I wanted to share. I'm actually going through a challenge, like a free challenge from Lori Harder right now. And if you're not familiar with Lori Harder, she wrote the book A Tribe Called Bliss a handful of years ago. I was introduced to her through Angie Lee and Kayla Craft back in 2018. And yeah, so 7 years she has been, existing in my world, and she's a phenomenal human. She was on the podcast what was it, a couple of months ago now. She was on the podcast. Incredible journey. She's just is such an embodied woman. She's so powerful. And it's interesting, I actually was in a Zoom, I don't know, kind of like a little mastermind, uh just a little chat one day, conversation with her and my friend Carrie, who also has been on the podcast, and a handful of other women that, make multiple, I want to say like 6, 7, 8 figures. And I felt two different ways. There were parts of me that felt like, Kelly, like you shouldn't be here. You don't belong here because I'm not making multiple 6, 7, 8 figures, right? But also I felt really like I should be here. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be because I want to be in rooms like that. I want to be around people who are like-minded, high-minded, who know more than me, and so that I can hear their conversations and learn from them. What was really fascinating though is a lot of the conversations were imposter syndrome, playing small, comparing themselves, not all the conversations, but there was some of that. And even Lori had said something about the same thing, like that she was on a call or like went to some seminar or event one time, and she was like, this, I am not that. Like I definitely should not be here. This is not the room for me. But that was exactly the room that she needed to be in. And because it elevated her so much. And anyway, so it was like really neat being involved in that conversation and just listening to all the women talk about their businesses and strategy and fears and all of that, and kind of their background and their stories of where they come from. And the thing is, like, we're just not alone. And this challenge that I'm doing right now with Lori Harder, you can join still if you are interested. It's free, but it's called the Audacity Challenge. And yeah, I'm like giving her a huge plug right now, but it's just, I felt like I needed a little push, and why not get it from someone who I aspire aspire to be like, and who I have been inspired by for the last 7 years. So the Audacity Challenge, if you're interested in joining, send me a DM and with Audacity Challenge, and I can send you the link for that to join us. She does send the replays out, so you can go back and catch up on our previous conversation. We've only had one call so far, but I think there's 4 calls. Anyways, all that to be said, it was really neat. We did like a breakout session on our call yesterday, and on our first call, and I was in the room with 2 other women, and it was just like the same thing. Like, we're all in this together, and hearing everybody just presence their fears and like where they're at with their business, or where they're at with their career, or where they're at with all the things in life, right? It's like, yep, me too, me too, me too, me too. Or like, yep, I used to be there. Or yes, I have felt that way before. Maybe I'm not feeling it right now, but I feel it, right? So I just thought that it was so like a relief, right? Like it was so connecting and so powerful for us to just go around the room and share where we're playing small. Why are we playing small? What are our fears? Why are we not showing up fully self-expressed? Why are we not fully showing up knowing that if only we did, we would be able to like move mountains because we are fucking powerful. Like women are powerful. Like if in the event you can birth a child out of your vagina, you can have anything you want in life, right? Like we're freaking powerful. So that said, if you can be so fully self-expressed and just be so authentic of who you are and not care about people judging you or your fear of being seen or being too much or whatever, then you could really live a really incredible life and call in your dreams, make your dreams become your reality even faster because you're actually like, this is who I am, this is my power, and fully own it. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. So that is kind of, that's like what the Audacity challenge is all about. It's about, okay, she had us like obviously presence all of our like fears and whatnot, but then also say what we are going to be audacious about. And mine was like creating content. Like I just want to create all the content. I have so much content in my phone, guys, because I would like create something and then I was like, I don't know, like what are people going to think about it? Or I didn't create the content because I talked myself out of it. And I was like, wow, this could be really powerful, but I am being in my head right now and no, or I'm like, oh, I don't have time. And you know what? It's so funny. Oftentimes, I find myself scrolling and consuming content, and 20 minutes goes by. And then I give myself the excuse of like, I didn't have time to create content. And I'm like, you could have posted like 4 different videos by that time, 2 minutes each, right? But what happens is that I go into over analyzing mode sometimes. And this is something I'm working on. And that's why I was like, okay, I want to join this Audacity challenge so that, again, I kind of have a community and support where I'm like, okay, I don't feel alone and I have the motivation and empowerment and inspiration for me to like just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. And I want to see what this does to change my life. But what I feel like I do, it's like I get an idea in my head, but then my perfectionism starts to kick in. And it's like, okay, but if you said something wrong, or if you didn't say it the right way, or you said or like too much, which you guys know, you listen to this all the time. I definitely say and like a lot. As who I am sure over time as I perfect quote unquote my speaking skills, then it'll be better. But also I listen to women who are motivational speakers a lot. And yes, they don't say it as often, but the word like does fly out of their mouth from time to time. So I'm like, whatever, you know what, this is, and if I never, perfected again, quote unquote, my craft of public speaking, it is what it is. Like, I feel like we can all just like jive off like you still are going to catch my vibe. But I feel like I don't wind up creating the video, or I feel like okay, well, I don't have time because I'm probably gonna have to like record it and then I'll watch it back and see what I made a mistake on, or I could have said differently, or could have said better. Like it's almost like it's not enough, right? And so I am trying to overcome my like probably I guess deep rooted story of like not enoughness or unworthiness, and I'm just gonna fucking do it. And if it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it's funny, there's a girl here local in Atlanta, and I watch her stories. She's a girl that, talks to her stories a lot, and I love it. One of the girls in Atlanta that talks to her stories a lot. And she kind of she was gonna share a story the other day, and she even said, like, I don't even know how to make sense of this. Oh, like, I don't even know how this is gonna come across. And I kind of like that she said that up front, because maybe that's something that will help guide me and help me while I am creating the videos, so that it doesn't have to seem like I'm so perfect and I'm an expert and oh God, that was so good, right? Like it'll be good to who it's supposed to, whose ears and eyes it's supposed to land on. And I want to use that to encourage you that the same thing. Like if you are afraid to show up online and show your face, or talk to your camera or create a video or start a podcast or start a business or whatever the case may be, like just be you in you right now. Like yes, of course I talk about manifestation, but like the part of manifestation is like you got to do it, you got to act it, you got to be it, right? And so maybe you're thinking, okay, well, the person that I want to be, the life that I want to have, she is an awesome public speaker, but I'm not that yet, or she has this like top rated podcast because she's so eloquent and she speaks so well and she's so expert in what she does. and I'm just not that yet. Well, guess what? You playing small and hiding and not even sharing anything is never going to get you there, because you have to be this too, right? So let's all make a promise to each other to take some audacious behaviors, some and literally, like, this is what Lori was saying. She's like literally, when you get done with the video, be like, oh my God, she had the audacity to say that, or she had the audacity to like dance in her living room, or she had the audacity, like, that's so cringe, that she like lip synced that, like, whatever, or did a get ready with me, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to express. You are your niche. You are the person that people get drawn to. It is your energy. Just like in romantic relationships, the guy or whomever you are attracted to, they come in because they are attracted to your energy. And usually, like, even if it's like, oh, you said something, right? Like, maybe you were in a conversation with your girlfriends and this guy walked up and he said something, and then you said something really funny or something really smart and witty, and he was like, oh, I like that, like, I dig that, right? But it's also your energy behind it. So you have to think about that. Like, if your energy is the thing that attracts, why wouldn't you try to be yourself? And I know that I've been guilty of that, of, again, playing small and not fully owning who I am because of all these like perfectionism and comparison and imposter syndrome and all these like icky cringy feelings, and fears and limiting beliefs and doubts and all of that. So I don't want that for you. I want this podcast, like I said, to propel you into another level, and like, let's cut out all the middle stuff of like, okay, just do it, right? Like, just do it. Just start, just do it. Be audacious in your moves, be bold, take risk, say things that may be controversial, but that you wholeheartedly believe in and that you have value, like deep rooted values in. So let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's be audacious. Audacious. I can't even say that word. I can say audacity, but audacious. Let's live a more audacious life. Start the things, create the content, show our face, say what we want to say. And if it doesn't land, it doesn't land. If anything, you learn a lesson from it, and every lesson is a gift. So have gratitude for it. Do it better next time, but don't shame yourself, don't guilt yourself, and just do it. And otherwise, again, you're going to continue to play small. And in 6 months from now, you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm still in this situation. I'm still in the same spot that I was 6 months ago. So that's the podcast episode, guys. Oh, wait. I wanted to share one quote. A girl from this Audacity challenge shared this quote. I don't know who said it originally, and I don't think she did either. But she was like, I heard this. What offends you is for you. That was like the most powerful thing that I've heard. And I was like, so true. If it triggers you, it is for you. And it's not about like shaming yourself or anything. It's about getting curious. Okay, why did that activate something inside of me? Why did that offend me? Why did that insult me? Why did that stir up some type of trigger and emotion? Get curious with yourself. And that is what, even like entrepreneurship and, building your business and building your brand, all of it, having a relationship, it's about being curious. Romantic relationships, family, friend, like career, all of it is getting curious. If you can create audacity and curiosity together, marry them. Like, like, you want someone to be curious about your life, be curious about yourself first, right? That's what I always say too. It's like self-love. You're dating, date yourself first so that you know what you like, what you want, all the things. Would you want to date yourself? So date yourself, get curious with yourself, and do the same thing with your business. Get curious as to why certain things offend you, why things insult you, why things trigger and activate you, or why you're playing small. What is that deep rooted thing? Again, mine's kind of coming from like not enoughness, and I don't know exactly where it's coming from, but when I was 4, a little girl in my preschool class told me I couldn't play with her and the little girls. So that's like my first memory of feeling not enough, and that there was like something wrong with me. So maybe, again, it could be anything. Get curious with yourself, figure it out, but then just do it. So we're doing it. Audacity challenge, whether you join Lori's or not, whatever, that's fine. But definitely let's show up different and more ourselves. And I'm going to make that promise to you guys. So I'm holding myself accountable on this podcast. I'm really excited also that I have one like announcement. I am going on a podcast tour. I made a really big investment a few weeks ago in this podcast manager. I worked with him over a year ago, and I am really excited to start doing this again with him. Um, Coincidentally, I shared a girl on my Instagram recently, and he responded to it, and he was like, "I've worked with this girl." And I'm like, "Of course you did. Like, wow, you were in like my circle before you knew you were going to be in my circle." So it's super cool. I feel like there's just like so much alignment happening, and I'm really excited for this next chapter in my life. Like I turned 40 and I'm just like, let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm so excited. I have like so many, I don't know, just like passion projects that I just want to do. And like, I really want to host an event or be a part of an event here in Atlanta so that I can like be on a panel and speak and meet people and connect with people in person. That's like totally what I want to do. Of course, a podcast tour at some point would be what I would like to do, meaning Chase Life with Kelly podcast tour. What I'm going to be doing working with the podcast manager is being a guest on other people's shows. So I'm also very excited about that. Like that's what I'm really excited about, that because it's going to put me in front of other audiences sharing my story. That is the key about podcasts. I will say this, I will even like plug him, Sean Anthony with Pro Pod Max. Guys, if you are looking to expand who you are, expand your brand, you got to get in front of other audiences, share your story, talk about things, and not just on Instagram. Like you got to like connect with the right people. So connect with Sean if you're feeling like, hey, this is something that I would really like to do too. That would be awesome. Hit me up. I can, forward you his contact information, and if it's in alignment, then obviously it's a home run. So yeah, but I'm just really excited about what's to come and what opportunities this is going to open, like what other avenues this is going to open for me and what other doors are going to open. And I just want the same for you all because you deserve it. You deserve to live a audacious life. Um, I want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, right? And that definitions for all three of those mean something different to everybody, especially like wealthy, right? Like some can say it could mean a lot of money and like having a legacy and financial, right? But I think wealth has a lot to do with joy and peace and freedom and just having really incredible friends and family, dynamics and yeah, and romantic partnerships or a romantic partnership. We don't have multiples. No judgment if you do. But yeah. So get out there, show your face, start the thing, be you. And I promise who you want to become is going to come faster than you can even imagine. That or something better. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. Stay tuned for next time. And if you ever feel like there's some type of topic that you would like for me to speak on, please send me a DM or an email, and I'll respond. And like I'll create a video or an episode featuring your question or your thoughts, and how we can dive deeper into all of that. So if you ever have questions about something, like let me know. Just send me a DM, like I said, Chase Life with Kelly. And yeah, like, subscribe, follow the show, share it with friends, family, coworkers, strangers, anybody. Let's get the word out there. And thanks again. Love you guys.